Are you a coach who's struggling to get clients? If so, keep watching because you're about to discover 5 simple ways to solve that problem for good. The first big reason coaches struggle to sign clients is they're trying to sell to everyone. So why do brain surgeons get paid 10 times more than general practitioners? Well, the truth is because they're specialists, because they focus on a very specific problem versus GPs could handle anything. You need help, with some weird rash you got on your arm. There's like 50 different things GPs do versus brain surgeon, very specific, right? Focus on a very specific organ in the body, very specific thing that they help with. And so the same thing goes for coaches. The same thing goes for getting clients. The coaches who succeed are the ones who narrow their focus and get specific about helping a small group of people solve a very specific problem. I see so many coaches, I go on their websites and it's like, I can help you with your finances and your relationships and your health and level up your life and your career. And it's like the catch-all coach trying to be 50 different things to 50 different people, trying to solve so many different problems. And as a result, they fail to make a deep enough connection with any one of those specific groups of people to be able to bring someone to that place where they're like, yes, I want to hire you. The amazing thing about the internet today is we have access to anyone. We can work with anyone. We don't just have to work with people in our neighborhood or in our town. And because of that, if I have a specific problem with my health, I can seek out the preeminent health coach expert who all they do every single day is wake up and help people with their health. And I'd much rather hire that person to help me with my health problem than the coach who can also help me with my career and my finances and maybe does my taxes too, like 50 other things they might do. I want specialists, and most people out there are the same way. So when it comes to your coaching business getting clients, the number one reason I see coaches struggle is because they're trying to sell too many things to too many different groups of people. So ask yourself right now, pause the video if you need to, and ask yourself, what is the specific group of people that I really want to work with? And what is that specific problem that I actually want to solve? How can I narrow my focus? How can I get more specific about what I do? If you can do that, you're going to be ahead of 98% of the other coaches out there, and it's going to be so much easier to start signing clients. Second big reason coaches struggle to get clients is because they're just not selling what people want. The truth is, people buy coaching because they have needs and desires that they want fulfilled. And they see your coaching as a bridge to help them get from where they are today to where they want to be. And if you're selling something or positioning what you do in a way that doesn't actually address or connect with the existing needs and desires that already exist within the hearts and the minds of your niche, no one's going to hire you, right? See so many coaches out there trying to sell things and I'm like, nobody wants this. I mean, it might sound cool and interesting and maybe you're excited about it, but your job as a coach is to find that bridge between what you're excited about sharing and really meeting and addressing a need that already exists within the minds and the hearts of your ideal clients. As an example, when I first became a business coach, my first idea was I wanted to help coaches find more alignment in the work that they did. But then I got on the phone with a bunch of different coaches and I asked those coaches, what's the number one biggest thing that you're struggling with right now in your business? And nobody told me alignment. 9 out of 10 coaches said, I just need help getting clients. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess I can focus on alignment, but I'm probably going to struggle to sign clients. But when I started focusing on what people actually wanted and I started building offers and programs to help solve those problems, that was when I was able to scale my own business past multiple 6 figures and really started signing clients easily because I was meeting a need. It's not rocket science, but it's easy to miss this when it comes to your coaching business because most coaches are very focused on what they're excited about, their own passions, their own interests, and they fail to bridge that gap between what they're interested in and what other people actually want. So ask yourself right now, what is the number one biggest thing that my niche wants, my ideal clients want? And how can I build an offer? How can I position what I do to help them solve that problem? By the way, if this video is resonating with you, click the like button down below. The third big reason coaches struggle to get clients is because they don't have a solid marketing strategy. This might sound obvious, but most of the coaches out there that I see trying to market their business are following, what I call the spaghetti method, where it's like, throwing a bunch of random things against the wall and nothing's really sticking. And they're just kind of flipping back and forth between all these different marketing strategies and there's no real consistency and they don't really have a proven plan in order to market their business and they're wondering why they're not getting results. The truth is that there's a lot of intentionality that goes into marketing your coaching business. This is not like you're just gonna open your doors one day and people are gonna fall from the sky. We really need to get strategic and intentional about building the right marketing process and the right plan for you. Now, we do a lot of work with our clients inside Coaching Launchpad and all of my programs on helping you do this, because the truth is the right plan that's gonna work for you is gonna be different from the plan that's gonna work for most of my other clients out there. And so we, in our programs, we work to build out that tailored plan that's gonna work for you. But really, the first step for you is just sitting down and asking yourself, like, do I have a marketing plan? What am I doing to market my business? How can I get more strategic about that? How can I ask myself, like, what is really working here and what isn't? And how can I really double down and focus on what I know is gonna move the needle for me so I can start attracting clients consistently through the marketing that I'm doing. Now, if you're looking for more guidance when it comes to marketing your coaching business, you want a roadmap that you can follow to help you get on track to signing 2, 3, or 4 high-paying clients month after month, I put together a free client attraction guide that walks through a lot more of my best advice on how to do this. You can get it completely free. You just click the link above or in the description down below. And the fourth big reason I see coaches struggling to get clients is lack of consistency in their marketing. Truth is, marketing takes time because relationships take time. You don't go out on a first date with someone and end up marrying them later that night. And so when it comes to creating success as a coach, you really have to focus on the long term, which is every single day showing up consistently and planting seeds. When you show up, you create a piece of content. When you have a conversation with someone in your audience, what you're doing is you're planting all these little seeds. And those seeds take time to sprout. They don't happen overnight. They don't grow overnight, but if you can continue to show up consistently day after day, doing the right things over an extended period of time, you'll be amazed how quickly your business will grow. But it does take some time in the early days to get started. And one of the biggest things that I see with coaches that gets them stuck is they give up too early. It's like they try marketing for like 3 weeks and they don't immediately get clients and they're like, wow, Facebook doesn't work, and they stop posting. And so if this is you, if you're not showing up consistently, or something else I see quite often is coaches who will just show up when they feel like it. It's like there's no discipline in terms of like their marketing. It's like, well, I got really inspired on Thursday and I created some content and posted, and then I got busy and distracted and I fell off for like a week and a half, and then I decided to post again. And it's like, how close do you feel to the people in your life who just like randomly call you maybe like once a year or just when they feel like it? Probably not that close, versus like your best friend that you talk to like 3 times a week, or your partner that you see every single day. It's that consistency that really builds those relationships and that trust. So we need consistency in terms of your marketing. Ask yourself, being honest with yourself, am I consistent in my marketing today? And if so, what are the barriers that are holding me back to that consistency? And how can I start to shift those barriers and start to show up differently so I can be more consistent? There are lots of tools that you can use in order to help you with this. One of the things that I do that I personally just works for me really well is I do a lot of time blocking. So every single day I plan out my days and I block out specific amounts of time on my calendar for creating content. For example, Friday mornings are my YouTube days. So every single Friday I record 2 YouTube videos like this. And so I have that blocked out on my calendar every single week. It's an appointment to myself. And having that consistency and that discipline that just comes from like really time blocking on my calendar has worked really well for me. It's helped me stay accountable in terms of really being able to show up consistently in my marketing over time. So how can you create more consistency in terms of your marketing, in terms of how you're showing up? Super important key to success. And the fifth reason so many coaches struggle to get clients is because their sales process needs work. Truth is, you have the best marketing in the world, and if you do a really good job marketing, you might have a bunch of people who are reaching out to you, but if your sales process is no good, all you're gonna have is a bunch of conversations that end in, well, I need to think about it, or let me talk to you in 3 months, or this just isn't the right time for me, or it's too expensive. These are all symptoms of gaps in your sales process. And some of the biggest mistakes that I see with coaches often lie here. It's why we spend so much time teaching people how to sell very effectively inside all of my programs, giving them scripts and sample calls and walking them through a process that they can follow in order to be more effective when they do get on the phone with a potential client. Some of the biggest mistakes that I see in this area: number one, trying to sell through your website. If you think you're just going to send people to your website and they're going to see what you do on a page on your site and how much it costs and just click the buy button, you're probably going to leave a lot of money on the table. Honestly, the best way to sell, especially in the early days as a coach, is to get on the phone, to have conversation. Your close rate will go up dramatically if you can just get on the phone with people and ask the right questions and navigate through that conversation and help people feel safe and heard and answer their questions. And all of that is so much easier to do on the phone versus on your website. So don't push things off to your website and expect that you're just gonna be making sales. Get on the phone and have conversations. Also very important that you don't just get on a call and just launch into a pitch. The most powerful tool that you have in terms of your sales process is the questions that you ask. And the best salespeople, the coaches that I work with that close the most effectively in terms of new clients are the ones who are the best at asking the right questions. When you can ask the right questions to clarify where somebody's at today, what they really want, what some of those barriers might be that are holding them back, really the right questions help somebody sell themselves. And if you ask the right questions, the first 20, 25 minutes of conversation, you really don't have to do that much work on the back end because someone's already connected to all the things that they need to connect to in order to be excited about working with you and signing up. So get on calls, ask questions, make sure that you're not pushing things off to a website, have a page on your site do the work for you, and you'll be much more likely to succeed. I recommend that you download my free client attraction guide. So much good stuff in there that will help you sign more clients more consistently. You can get it completely free by clicking the link above or in the description below to go download that right now. And if you enjoyed this video, you're definitely gonna love that one too. So click the link on the screen to go check that out, and I'll see you in the next video.